All right. Happy New Year to everybody out there. This is Data Links Magnus, aka Data Mag 2018. And I've been watching so many people's top 10 videos of 2019 that I figured I would do one of my own since I haven't put out a video in a little while. Hope you enjoy it. It's kind of a non-traditional top 10 because these are the figures that I've actually purchased and own, and there's some that I was hoping to get by the end of this year or last year and didn't come yet, so I couldn't include them. So it is what it is. By the way, I'm doing something a little bit different than what other people do. We have a bunch of figures listed here, or not listed, but shown. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and try to guess which ones actually made the top 10 and which ones were honorable mention. It's one or the other. So it's a little something different. At number 10, we have Night Thrasher, and he is somebody that most people probably did not have in their top 10. He's not a very well-known character. He's kind of a niche character. He really only fits in that 90s era. There's not a whole lot of, armored dudes riding around on a skateboard thrashing criminals in the night. So it's kind of a niche, and he's one of my favorites. So I was really happy when they announced that he was going to be a character in the Kingpin wave, and I was actually kind of surprised because I did not think that there'd be enough demand for him, but come to find out he made it. So he's my number 10. Number 9 is Magneto himself, and I gotta say that this is a pick that is more based on the character rather than the figure. The figure is good. It's actually pretty good, but the cape looks good, but it does not move good, and it hinders articulation way too much. It flops around. It just isn't a good functional cape, but it looks good, and the character looks good. So this is more of a character pick than a figure pick. They could have did better probably, but they don't really do soft good capes, so it is what it is. But we did need an update to Magneto, and he's a good one. Next on the list at number 8, we have Colossus, and this is a very aesthetically pleasing figure. If you look at this guy and you look at his silver paint, it just looks awesome. I mean, he is Colossus. If you've never seen the Colossus, this is Colossus, most definitely. In his classic outfit and his classic aesthetic, he is just awesome looking. And I know a lot of people talk about I believe it's the Marvel Select version and how good that one is. I don't have that one, so I can't really compare it, but I have the other Colossus that they put out, I want to say in 2018, and that one I thought was an excellent figure. This one is better. It does have the issue with the wrists not being proportionate, and they don't look all the way how they should. But other than that, this is a very, very good figure. Excellent figure. Next we have Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner. And there he is. And this figure is very good. Very, very good. They did a really good job with this one. I picked up the Toy Biz one on the secondhand market like a year or two ago just because I didn't have a Nightcrawler. And that one was good. I thought it was really good, especially considering how old it was. But this one is just very, very good. And, it's modern. He's smaller like he should be. His face sculpt is better, and his articulation is still really good. And he's just a really good figure, and a really needed figure as far as X-Men go. So, Nightcrawler, number 7. Number 6 is the Star-Spangled Avenger himself, Captain America, 80th Anniversary Edition. So, I own probably 3 or 4 Captain Americas, and I did not hesitate to buy this one because he is awesome. There were some QC issues with eyes, with some of the paint, if I remember correctly. Mine actually look okay, at least on this head sculpt. And I did have to hunt him down. I did not find him in the wild. I had to order him off eBay. So I just couldn't find him where I live. But it was well worth the $5 or $7 extra that I paid, because this version of Captain America is the definitive version of the comic book Captain America look. No doubts about that. Number 6, Captain America. At number 5, we have the man himself, the Kingpin. And I didn't include many Build-A-Figures on this list. And not just because I was trying to, exclude them. It was more of just I liked other figures better. But this Build-A-Figure was worth every penny. And I'm talking about even buying people like, like the Puma and that horrible black cat. Completely worth it. Completely worth it for this figure. Because he is spectacular. Look, feel, size, accessories. Just an awesome figure. Awesome. Couldn't ask for more. Kingpin, number 5. Number 4, Nathaniel Essex, Mr. Sinister. This figure is spectacular. It just is. I know a lot of people were partial to the Toy Biz version. Not even close, in my opinion. Not even close. This thing is spectacular. This thing is Build-A-Figure worthy, and it was just a regular figure that you could buy for $20 if you were lucky. So good. Paint, great. Aesthetics, great. The way they did the cape, awesome. His head sculpt, spectacular. Just the whole Sinister vibe, so good. I mean, this dude is just spectacular. One of my favorite figures. Favorite figures. Mr. Sinister. Alright, so top 3. Here we go. Here we have Shellhead himself, Tony Stark, Iron Man. And this is a figure that shows us what Hasbro is capable of at $24.99. Like, paint-wise, look-wise, this comic book head sculpt is just spectacular. This is a great figure. So good. The shiny paint, the classic look, the accessories, where you're talking about 3 head sculpts. You got 2 helmets, and you got the classic Tony Stark look. I mean, this figure is just so great. And I was shocked that it was this good, honestly. Like, I was thinking that there's no way they can make an Iron Man that good, that looks like the classic version, and somehow they did it. And they didn't even charge us a whole lot extra for it. Great figure. Coming in at number 2, and this was very close. Like, when I first got this figure, and I don't usually do top 10 videos, but I was thinking this has to be everybody's, top figure of the year because it was so well done. You could tell they put a lot of love into this figure. Like, they gave it everything that they could as far as articulation goes. You got butterfly joints, you got the double ab crunch torso twist, you got articulated toes, which they barely ever give you, extra hands, a completely new sculpt. Like, everything on this person is new. Like, I don't see anything on this figure that was reuse. Like, this was their coup de grace, as it were. I don't know, maybe whoever was making this one really loved the character Beast and thought that they needed to really do him justice, but they sure did it. I mean, this dude is spectacular. Like I said, when I first got him, I didn't think anybody was going to be able to top this. And I didn't get Doctor Doom this year. I didn't get any of the figures from the Spider-Verse, or not Spider-Verse, but the Demo Goblin wave. So I don't know if any of those would have been better, but this thing is just great. And it probably would be number one had I did this video on another day, because I love it that much. And that's number 2. Okay, so number 1, full disclosure, I'm kind of cheating here. I honestly couldn't make a decision between these two guys. This 80th anniversary Thor and his 80th anniversary Hulk are the best 1/12 scale regular, release figures that I have in my collection. To me, anyway. I mean, Thor is a freaking god, literally, and Hulk is strongest there is. And these things, both of them are so great, and they look so good as far as going for the classic look, the articulation, the paint apps, the sculpt. Thor's cape, his plastic cape or rubber cape, looked good, but of course was a rubber cape. I went ahead and made my own custom one out of cloth, and now he's just that much better, because he'd have still been here had he had that rubber cape on. And I mean, these two figures are just spectacular, and there's not a whole lot you can really say besides that they nailed it on these two. And once again, you could get them for pretty much retail price. I mean, I just saw this Thor on Amazon the other day, and it was less than what I paid for it. And I got the Hulk and Wolverine 2-pack for regular price. And these are, to me, the best figures Marvel Legends wise of this year, this 2019, last year anyway. Just great figures. So as far as my honorable mention goes, these figures, I believe, sometimes I mess this up, but these figures were released in 2019, and I did like them a lot. I was very happy to get a comic version of Juggernaut. This Black Panther with the purple lining in the suit is a great figure. I don't know what they did. I don't know if it's the paint or the texture or both, but when they put that purple paint with that texture in the lining of the suit, it just made this thing pop. And its articulation is great. Aesthetically, that figure is spectacular. Mystique, we definitely needed a new Mystique. She's great. Storm, her honorable mention choice is really more of a a character choice rather than a figure choice. Figure wise, she's just okay, but because it's Storm in that costume, she deserves some merit. And then of course Caliban, as far as a build-a figure, the scape or the face sculpt and just the overall aesthetic of Caliban, his size, the hands, the sculpt of the hands, the fact that he's kind of an obscure character, but we still got to build a figure of him. Got him near the top 10, but not quite, but very close. So that is my top 10 for 2019 far as Marvel Legends go. I believe I'm going to do another top 10 of figures in general. I don't collect a whole lot of different action figure lines. I do get a few Mezcos. I obviously buy Transformers, but mostly it's Marvel Legends. So I think I'll do a favorite figures that I purchased in 2019. Not necessarily that came out in 2019, because some of them I was backtracking on. I did get into Mythic Legions this past year, so those will definitely be on that list. And I'll probably put that list out in the next few days or so. Stay tuned, or keep your eyes peeled for a new announcement from me as far as an update for my channel. I have some different things that I'm going to try this year, and I think that if you are a comic book superhero person, you will like them, or you will at least be interested to see how what direction I go with these videos. So like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.